Hello folks, welcome to the second video. I decided to continue the topic of forcing the king out to the middle, not only because it was an extremely successful first video, but because it's a very entertaining topic, and I thought that it would be time well spent if we invested a bit more efforts into how it's done properly. This time I'm going to show you a game that starts with the Alekhine's defense, where knight c3 is not really the best move, but it will do the trick for the time being. Knight takes bishop c4, knight b6, bishop back. I'm playing the first few moves rather quickly because they are very logical and not much is there to explain. Now in this position, if I were black, I would either play e5 or g6. Both of them for obvious reasons. G6 is to develop the bishop on the long diagonal, e5 is to conquer the center and control it really well. Black played bishop g4. This is a bit risky, and now he has to watch out because there might be tactical motifs, as you will see later. Not only might be, but will be. e5, h3, and the bishop dropped back to h5. Now this bishop attracts attention here because it's an unguarded piece, and although it's pinning the knight, but remember that it's a relative pin, which means that it's still perfectly legal to move the knight, although it would cost us a queen. But then if we start to think along those lines, we realize that after knight takes, bishop takes, we have got bishop takes f7 check, which is already nearly a mate. So this is how an idea should start in our mind, and then we see that the king can go to e7 followed by bishop g5 check. So let's see how exactly it's done. Takes, 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 and takes. Now if we enter this line with the idea in our head that now we have got this bishop check and then we regain the queen, that's a horrific idea, and we really shouldn't be doing that, because bishop g5, king d6, bishop takes d8, and say, I don't even know, maybe knight takes e5, and right now black is a piece up and we have got two more white pieces hanging. So this is an ultimate disaster, and we should never ever seek material regains or trying to regain material in scenarios where we are forcing the king out to the middle. The only way here to win the game is to hunt down the boss, the king. And as per discussed in the previous video, I told you this already, once the king starts its journey out towards the middle, the most important thing we can do, or we should do, is to keep on forcing it as far out as possible, all the way down there. So knight e4 check was called for, obviously, in this position, because it denies the king to run and tuck away on the queen side, and so now it has to go in the center. Now stuff is becoming really scary here, because it seems like we are throwing pieces away left and right and center, and we might not have enough stuff to deliver checkmate in the end, so yeah, we need to be careful here. Once again, if you can continue the attack with checks, we should do so, and indeed pawn f4 forces the king even further out to, now it's already on the 4th rank. But this is where the attack comes to a bit of a halt, because there is no obvious check to continue the attack, because c3 check, king takes d3 allows the black king to actually start to run backwards out of this mess. So instead of c3, in this position we need to play something very productive. King d2 looks like an absolute killer blow, because now c3 seems to be unstoppable. Please note that the white pieces that are covering these squares, none of them can be touched by black. So I can't eliminate the knight, I can't eliminate the pawn, and I can't eliminate the bishop, and as a result there is no way to stop this mate other than the very annoying bishop takes c2. But that is actually the ultimate example of party pooping, because now white is dead lost. So that's the reason why king d2 doesn't work, and so the move to be played is rook takes d1. Now king d2 is threatened with the mentioned mate, among a couple of other things. So he decided to sack the queen away, because if I take it either way, then either this square or this square will be open for my king for retreat. But of course white wanted none of that, so he played king here, sorry, check here, king here, and castled here. There was a game, for the life of me I can't remember how it went, where there was something like rook f1, knight d4, preventing the mate on f3, and then white played something silly, I can't remember, and got mated like this. Now that's a fairly epic way to finish a game, but in fact what happened instead was that white castled here, and black completely missed white's threat here. If queen takes f4, then obviously we have a beautiful mate here, and any other move will be answered the way how the game went, which was that he played queen h4 with the intention of covering the very important e4 square, e1 square, but now white managed to finish it off with a beautiful checkmate with check, check, and then checkmate. So that's how this game ended. I think that was a rather spectacular way to finish it off. I think there was another sideline that I'm trying to remember here. What was it? I think it was bishop c5. Yeah, with the idea of giving a check here, and I think the way how it went is that white took knight here. Oopsie, we are reconnecting now. Network error. Excellent stuff. They are refreshing the server while I'm recording. So knight there. Somehow this knight came back to g3. I don't remember how. Something like the bishop went to b4 or something. Knight here. Oh, but okay, never mind. I can't remember how this line went, but the point was. No, I actually want to show you this because it was nice. So it was something like knight d4, rook here, but the bishop was on c5. So, okay, I will just play a lemon move. Knight g3, threat is mate on f3. He defended it with knight d4, rook f2, threat is checkmate. Only way to stop it is check, which is a very cheeky move because if rook takes, then king away, check. See the discovery? So after rook f2, knight check, the best move for white is actually the amazing king here, and after knight takes king e1, rook here mate can't be stopped. Yeah, that's it. So that was another possible sideline where the black king gets caught in this beautiful scenario. But yeah, the finish of the game was this lovely mate. Where? Oh, come on. Yeah, so the finish of the game was queen, not queen f4, queen h4, rook f3, king d, e2, rook d2, and rook f1 mate. So once again, a beautiful journey of the king. Well, not really from black's point of view, but you see how the king decided to walk all the way to its colleague's starting square, only to get mated in a beautiful fashion. I hope you guys like this video, although I try to speak with as much stutter as possible and talking as much nonsense as I always could. But in the end of the day, it's the chess content that we focus on, and I reckon that was pretty cool. So I hope you liked it, and I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.